All right. Good evening and welcome to a 1-2 matchup between Shatty and Bakuda. Both runners have been in the scene for some time now. Shatty being here just a little bit longer, just a little bit older. But Bakuda not far behind him. Should be an interesting matchup between these two runners, both trying to get to 3 wins so that they can secure their place in the upper brackets. I am joined by Mercs on comms with Mood Risen behind the scenes. Money Mercs, how you doing, and what do you think about these two facing off?
Oh, what's up, Fury? They got to get to 2 wins before they get to three, right? So, um, they're looking for their second win here. I mean, we all know Shaddy's like a top tier runner. Bakuda has been playing for a while, so he definitely has the potential to win. But it should be a good match.
Interesting start screen, don't you think?
Yeah. It's like dead in the middle of the map. I like that start. Better than like bottom left corner or something.
We'll give a couple of quick Armos checks for sure.
Yeah, exactly. You can get this one out of the way real quick. And he's gonna go probably do Death Ormos, I guess, now.
Yeah, Death Armos is indeed where Shatty's heading.
And it's pretty deathy today.
Oh, yeah.
Not an item, though. Could be a sword. Could be a level. Could be a lot of stuff. Shaddy's like, nope. See you later. Not going there right now. Let's go see what Vanilla 1 is. Level 2. And Bakuda is on the Galley of Death screen now. Oh, and it is the sword. Commentators curse that one. And he gets it too.
Yep, well done.
Well, Shaddy's gonna be kicking himself if he doesn't go back there for a while. I think we saw Druis do that last night where he missed like one check and searched like the whole map till he finally went to Vanilla 3 and it was only like 2 screens away from his start screen and he ended up this morning rather. And it was the sword and Diane had it like right away. Blue Boomerang is your Armos item today. Fury's favorite.
Yeah, we'll definitely take that. Thank you very much.
Especially this early. I mean, a lot of times, and most of us probably won't pick it up. We get to see how many tries now, too. Only 5. Sweaty one.
Yeah, that's not my favorite to see. I like seeing like maybe 7.
Yeah.
5, just so much gambling. I always feel like I can't gamble properly on that.
It is. It's a lot of gambling. And I feel like the 5s lately have been like a million things blocked. So it's like you're sweating for the 5, but you're really dipping like 7, 8 dungeons at sometimes. So I've had a lot of those lately. And let's see what map spot is. Just a shop. Relatively in the same place. Bakuda's artifacting a little bit hard on my screen, so kind of trying to see what Chatty's doing. It's a little more clear at the moment, but
Yeah, Bakuda's worried about his connection, so I think that's a little bit of what's going on there. Just some things he's fighting through. I know there's a lot of wind locally where I'm at, so maybe that's also playing tricks there.
Yeah, no, Shaddy's side seems okay though, so it might be Bakuda's connection right now. Hopefully it doesn't go too crazy on us. Shaddy finds a heart. Take it. And finds level 1. Maybe he gets lucky with something in level 1. I mean, nope, not in that room. Ooh, Bakuda takes his death on level 2. I think Shatty's stuck here.
Yep. Lots of things he can't do without any sort of combat at all.
Yeah, like I said, it kind of sucks too because he was on the screen and sometimes you see that and you don't think anything's there, or it's probably a gambling guy or something that you don't want to see, but it ends up being exactly what you need. In this case, the only answer at the moment. Guessing that 18 is going to be our small today. I didn't see what the other ones were. I don't think we found a large yet. Shatty finds level 6. Does pirouette, but doesn't open anything. He is going to go peek around in here a little bit. Bakuda finds a transport. And Shatty's going to give us our coast item here in a minute. Finds a heart on the floor. And our coast item is the book. Really nice to see that early on, especially if you can get it.
Yeah, it just depends on, well, it depends on a lot of things. Depends on money in the seed, depends on how many items you already know the information on, and
Yep.
Also depends on the old man, whether or not they're going to give you 3 step across the water hints that are worthless.
Yeah. Definitely a lot of factors going on when it comes to the hints in these. And you have to find them too. I don't know. I don't think that either one of them has seen a hint shop yet. Hint man, hint shop, whatever. We're just playing with fire on a half a heart. Nothing in that room. Shatty finds a bomb shop, only 15, so that's pretty good. He's going to double up and grab 2, spend 30. Not sure how many rooms Bakuda has left. I guess that one, I'm not sure if he went up or cleared this yet. Didn't clear that room because he didn't have that key. Now he has a key at least. Shatty finds a gambling spot. Has no money to gamble though. Bakuda finds a bomb wall, goes through. And some money, but... Oh. Recorder blocked item in 2?
Can only dream.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've seen the other 2 rooms at the bottom or missed any right now. Looks like he's trying to bomb up, so I'm not sure. There's nothing on top. I just realized.
Yet.
I just realized where he bombed.
People have been trying to give Fred ideas for years on that.
Please.
Like, hey, it exists in Zelda 1, No Up A, and all the vanilla speed runs. Why not make it exist here?
I like putting stuff in that Discord thread too. Sometimes I put the other day, I was like, "How about floor drops in 9?" Just to trigger people.
You can do that, but you have to activate like minor item drops, and it happens everywhere. And those are no fun. I think we had like I think it was like the 2020 tournament where I think it was like Thurwolf and TA, and the last race of the tournament that happened.
Yeah, I know about minor drops. I think it doesn't really come up too often. That's that's a bad death right next to the Triforce room, but he was gonna try and kill the danger noodles. I guess he wanted to see if the item was gonna be in there. If not, I think it's recorder block at this point. Yeah, I saw minor drops come up like once in the couple years I've been playing now, and I was just like, nope, I'm good on that. Might have been a BR, I forget what it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting every once in a while, and then you play it once, and then you're like, all right, we're putting this away for like 2 or 3 years. Let's not do that again.
That's fair. Shatty finds a candle, but doesn't have enough money to buy it.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of money on the overworld. I mean, the mid secret I think is maxed out. The small secret's almost maxed out. Even if the large secret's garbage, I think you make it on first quest.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the large secret still. Shatty's going back up to the graveyard. He's traversed some of this stuff over here, but didn't see these couple spots. Bakuda's gonna pick up his Triforce and call it a day in level 2. He doesn't want any part of the danger noodles and doesn't have a recorder, so it's out.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a guarantee yet. I wasn't able to pay attention for the entirety of that dungeon, but it's not a guarantee that it's flute block. But if you're struggling through there, sometimes you just gotta wave the white flag for a couple of minutes, go get some more heart containers maybe, or maybe you find a better item somewhere else for combat or defense, and you can come back later.
Yeah, sure, I agree. I think that's one of the things that I'm kind of trying to get better at, where it's, you know, instead of banging your head against the wall and trying to kill the danger noodles like 6 times in a row and just taking death after death, wasting a bunch of time, it's like, alright, I gotta come back later. Like, you know, take the try and whistle back later or walk back later. It's right by start for them, too.
Yeah, so I mean, sometimes like you have to. I think you have to sometimes decide to go slower instead of trying to go faster, because like if you try and rush through a seed and try and beat your head against the wall in some of these tough combat rooms, that's not a bad hint shop there.
That was I was gonna say that was a really cheap hint shop actually. That's really good.
Yeah, but sometimes runners beat their head against the wall for too long, or danger noodles in this case, or maybe something else. And then you end up spending 3 or 4 minutes and it may not even pay out. Whereas, like, if you just decide, all right, this isn't working out, I can come back later.
Yep.
And you come back later and you have white sword and blue ring, let's say it's not even red ring. Then suddenly you're going to be able to go through that room. And if you just go in there 6 hearts and you just try and battle to the death with them, then you're going to be able to clear that room. So.
Yep. I think Shatty's trying to get a count here. I'm not sure what his count is at, but probably wants to finish clearing up here.
Well, his count's better than mine. Mine usually has a lot of 1s and 0s.
Well, if it's 10, it's great, but
apparently he got the 10.
Yeah, he got it. Finds a key shop. 120 on the key in that shop. Getting another count going. Maybe he gets a global. Almost takes a hit. Bakuda finds another heart. In Vanilla 3. We don't have much going on yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, Shatty couldn't do much in 1, which was his early dungeon find, because he had literally 0 resources, I think, for that dungeon then, and hasn't gone back. And Bakuda tried to. I mean, he gave the effort, just could only find the Triforce that was easily accessible. So I think with both of those dungeons still out there for the runners, it probably won't be too long before we see one or both back in them.
Yep. Bakuda does have enough money to buy a candle, so we can start doing candle checks. Shatty's completely cleared West DM. It's going to save and get out of there. Couple bombs left. I'm not sure where he's going to head next. Probably up A if he doesn't like this next one that he's about to scroll to. $76 on the large. Like you said, it's not great, but the other ones are okay. So it's it's balanced, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean you get 3 large, so that's what 72 rupees down from the normal, but you get what at least 70 of that back from medium secrets being maxed, so it just evens out to normal money.
Yeah, it's pretty even.
I mean, we've already seen the seeds where it's been like 3 rupees, 25, and 56 or something. So I think that's the only kind of seed where it's really rough, even in first quest, to find your money that you need. The blue candle being the item that you have to purchase in this flag set. I think really adds a little bit to it, because normally in like a first quest overworld, even getting low rolled on all 3 secrets, you would always just take a candle out of the take any one instead, unless you're chest jerk. But
yeah, like, no, I always if I see candle early, like if I get one, I'm taking it like right away.
But that extra candle money that you now have to spend makes a little bit of a dent on first quest money. So if you really get min rolled in this seed, or in this tournament, I should say, it can hurt.
Yeah.
The one other thing that's kind of interesting about these 5 Triforce to enter 9 seeds is it seems like every single time that happens, we end up not finding the white sword item unless it's absolutely required.
Yeah, and most people aren't getting mags on that one either. I mean, you're not going to probably get that many hearts with five. I mean, like I said, sometimes you do end up digging a ton of stuff, but most times, you're kind of just trying to be a minimalist and get into 9 as quick as possible. Bombs for Shatty. I'm gonna guess he's gonna be doing some more candle spot checks. We don't have many levels right now. I mean, what do they see? 1 and 2, and that's it?
Yeah, if you're not counting 9, we've basically seen that, I think. Maybe we've poked our head in somewhere else and I just missed it, but
I don't think so. I've been paying attention pretty good. I don't think I've seen any other levels yet.
Yeah, I mean, on the bright side, it's not level 6 and 7 that you found and nothing else. So
yeah, for sure. I'd rather see 1 and 2 early than 7 and 8. There's 3. He finds 3. I was in a row. I didn't see where it was.
yeah, I think that must be where a good chunk of these dungeons are. Usually, you don't have more than. Oh, wait a minute, that's a bow.
Was it a bow?
3 on the floor? Yeah, in the middle here.
It's camouflaged.
Yeah, but that even threw my line of thought. I think that you got to have enough spots with dungeons under candle spots, because we haven't found an item in a dungeon yet that gives us kind of the overworld unlock of recorder spots or raft spots or power bracelet spots. So we might find 3. We might find another 2 dungeons underneath these burn bushes.
Sure. Yeah, there's a lot still left. And they both checked a lot of DM too, so I mean, DM is kind of cleared out already. I know a lot of people like making early DM in these seed plays, but I feel like every time I do that, there's nothing there, and when I don't do it, everything's there. So you can't win. But it gets a compass. Doesn't need those bombs. And grabs a key. There's gonna be a heart container if he wants it, which I think he will. Haven't seen white sword item yet. Oh, that is not a that is not a heart. That is a staircase. Apparently 3 is segmented. And he's gonna be a key short unless he guys drop one. Or it can bomb down possibly. And he can't. I think that's a lot of people, you know, kind of have been saying that about these as well. Bakuda finds level 5 and a heart on the floor right away. A lot of people have been saying that these are extremely key blocked. I don't feel like that most seeds, but there definitely is times where it's like another key, another key. Daddy's gonna dip. Doesn't have. I don't know if he's going to buy a key. I think the key is really expensive. Or maybe he's going to. Oh, he's probably going to buy arrows. I think arrows are in the shop. And he does buy arrows. He's gonna up an A. Go back to the start screen, dab in the middle of the map. Clear out the rest of DM. Doesn't have many spots left over. Oh, Bakuda finds a tutor in level 5 in the basement.
Yep, we'll take that.
And Shatty finds power bracelet, but needs 6 to pick it up. So power bracelet is going to be our white sword item, rather. Kuda takes another dungeon death.
It's a little bit rough, but we do at least have the item out of here, so if it decides maybe it's not worth walking back to where the Triforce could be, or maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure how deep he was in here. I think he took a transport, so I'm not sure how much of the map he actually saw. Shatty picks up a 40, so... Oh, I get... You don't see that. He got Ubered out of the level 5 back to the beginning.
I mean, it's already happened to me this tournament. Yeah, I'm not convinced we're bow blocked in 5. I think it's just got to get shutter doors taken out before we can make our way that direction.
Sure. Shatty won't be stopped by him anyway. He's going to go in 2 now, though. Kuda's getting mangled in that room.
Yeah, I'm not sure that this seed is the brutal combat that I saw one of the races have last night, but it's definitely not easy.
No, I haven't seen anything too crazy in these yet. It seems pretty balanced. Overworld doesn't seem crazy. I haven't seen anything weird out of the dungeons. We definitely haven't seen, like, some crazy room yet.
Yeah, like, the worst case scenario in my opinion, is always when Dark Nuts and Wizrobes roll together in dungeons, and it
Oh,
looks
yeah.
like that has not happened.
Yeah. Or like 6 like rolled up blue Dark Nuts and Beamos room. Like those are always fun. I just had a seed like that before this. See if Shatty can kill a Danger Noodle. He does get the heart, so he can get PB though. So that'll be a plus. We can start opening PB spots, which I'm sure we'll go grab right after this. So and we pretty much we have all the blockers except Raft. We haven't seen a Raft yet, but could it be something? Sure, but it's only 2 spots, so I mean, you have a lot more chances under Candle, Whistle, and PB spots in mixed. It's a bomb guy.
Well, one way or the other, we're going to find out what this stew has. Either a Golem, or a Golem block, or Digdara block, whatever it may be.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if we can finish the room. I mean, he might opt out of it too. We don't know what Shatty's going to do yet, but I'd imagine he probably tries to kill it, and he probably doesn't want to come back if that is the item. And he has some bombs. He has arrows, so he might have to take it slow, but he might be able to kill it. We are about to find out. He hasn't seen the bottom room yet, so we don't know. He knows now. Bakuda takes the death pretty deep in 5 again. Let's see what he chooses to do at this point. Shatty does pull off the kill, so let's see if this is an item or it's recorder blocked. It's recorder blocked.
Yeah, so that just means Bakuda didn't miss anything when he was in here earlier.
And Bakuda's gonna go check it right now, actually. So we're not gonna have to wait too long to see what it is.
Yep. Be a question of whether or not it's significant, or if it's just a nice to have, or if it's worthless almost.
Yeah, I think most of us will probably go and say, "Oh, let me go check that, see if that is a recorder block room," and then it ends up being a boomerang or. We already have one boomerang out of the way. I know you like boomerangs, but most of us don't want to see it, so. But, there's not a lot. I mean, we have a lot of the blocker stuff, so I mean, there's a lot of good items left over right now. Silvers are out there, ladder, wand. We know where book is. We haven't seen key or ring. So, I mean, really, honestly, the only thing you probably don't want to see at this point is the wood boomerang, or the dungeon heart, or, river heart, whatever we call it.
He's going to try and stun him. Unfortunately, he did get the stun on all of them, and so when they separated, he got beaten up by some of the other little mini dig-doggers.
I'm not sure if he's going to go back in again, but Shatty does pick up the PB, so we'll probably start seeing PB checks here in a second. He hasn't been to 5 yet, so he doesn't have that whistle, but he'll be free to search the whole overworld once he gets that. Bakuda should be doing whistle checks right now as he's going past a lot of the screens. He kind of has an advantage in that sense right now, and he's doing his... He's doing his candle checks on the burn bushes, but he should be checking the whistle spots too, unless he's just artifacting it and I'm not seeing it. But I don't think he's been doing them all. Shatty finds a nice. Oh, I'm sorry. Bakuda finds a medicine man.
Yep, they both rolled up as well, so it's going to take a good chunk of Bakuda's money just to get the Pepsi in this one.
Yep, 75.
Now we can get the more expensive one.
The red bush. Has no bomb, so I can't check the coast spots. I don't think we've checked those yet. It does clip into here and checks this one spot. It's nothing though. I think like, you know, something like that, as little as it is, it's like he should be doing, like I said, the whistle checks as he's going along, and I don't know if he forgot he had the whistle or if he's in 6 now. But playing against somebody as good as Shatty, your nerves are probably going already, and I mean, something as little as that, like if you do get lucky and, you know, find a bunch of stuff before he does, or he's having a bad seed, and you're not, I mean, that could, you know, make the difference as far as winning or losing.
Hey, I love segments.
Level 1 segmented. More danger noodles, everybody's favorite. San Francisco treat. Yeah, he finds a quick compass, so he knows where he's got to go.
Yeah, I don't think he beelines it there, but good to know where it's at.
Yeah, at least you probably know that, at least, you know, there's a segment.
And before it's like a super room over there in that segment on this in the second room.
I mean, I never get super rooms, so it's like I kind of just already like have that out of my mind, and it's like if that's the last check I get to, and it is, so be it. But it's like never a super room.
Yeah, but if it's the last place you check, then it's always a super room.
Right. Yeah. Which is, it does definitely happen at times. White sword on the floor. Gonna speed up Shatty's combat for sure.
It's going to slow him down right now is, well, was going to be keys. Now it's a question of will you burn the key to get the Triforce? Looks like that's what we're doing. Yep.
He might take that transport too after. I don't know if he's going to go back in and dip that transport just to see. You never know. There might be a key up there or something. At the very least, there'll be maybe a key. Shatty grabs Triforce out of 1. And
yep.
has
Bakuda's, I was going to say, Bakuda's now checking those recorder spots. Did find a bomb shop, which is really essential, as they've been without bombs for a while.
There was a bomb shop around Vanilla 1, or Vanilla Woodgate somewhere. I think it was the screen above it, or the screen above it, left one. Shatty was finding some bombs earlier.
Yeah, I saw Shatty find that shop. I don't know if Bakuda made his way there or not, but found a second one, so it's at least not the rare shop.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't know if we've seen more than one candle shop. Shatty does take that transport, so we're going to at least see what that one room is. Maybe he gets a key out of this and he can finish up one. Doesn't drop anything in that room. And maybe he gets a key in here, but... Oh, nope, gets ladder.
Just a little bit stronger than a key, although we would have taken a key.
Yeah, the ladder's pretty good, and he's going to be able to get that book now, which would really speed up his gameplay. He has enough for the hints. The hints seem pretty cheap.
Yeah, I think it's like 105-ish in one shop and like 67 or something in the other one.
Did we see both? I know we saw the one.
One's in Western Death Mountain, they're really cheap, and then we have the forest spot between the two forest armos is the other one.
Gotcha. Yeah, Yeah, I remember.
I don't know.
It was like 12, 11, and 50 or something like that. The one I saw.
Yeah, the other one's got a cheap one and then two kind of mid to more expensive.
Gotcha. And he could definitely, I mean, for anybody that doesn't know, I mean, he can save scum and retry and get his money back and do both, so we'll see. I don't know if he's found both, or he's done a lot of searching now, so he might have both of them already. And Bakuda's gonna see level 3.
Yeah, so if the recorder's not strictly required, Shaddy's going to have a little bit of a edge at this point because of the combat, the ladder, and the bow. If the recorder is required, things get a little bit more interesting because it's a question of when Shaddy will go to 5. It's probably reasonably quick of a dive. I think you'd look for 5 before hoping to find 6, 7, or 8, but if you find 7 or 8, maybe he has to decide whether or not he wants to dig those first, especially 8.
He won't dive 5 because he just found 4, which is not that tiny.
Yeah, but he's still got to find 2 more Triforces after this, so just a question of where he would go if recorder was required.
Yeah, I don't think he's seen 5 because he probably would have tried to dive it. I think 3 was... Oh, there's the bow, the camouflage bow in 3, so Bakuda picks up his bow. I can't remember why he left 3. I don't know if it was keys or...
I believe so.
Yeah, probably. That's another thing. Shatty has the arrow too, so he's just making quick work of these bunnies in 4. I'd say Shatty definitely has a lot of advantage right now. Besides keys, does not have no one has key advantage right now.
Ooh. Bakuda made it all the way through the combat in that room. Died after killing the Bull's Voice. We have no item on the floor there to pick up, so there's no key or anything. And unfortunately could not continue northbound.
It still feels bad.
Wow. Rich getting richer here. At 0 keys, now we have all the keys.
And just feeding Shatty. Whatever he wants and needs.
Well, I know the worst enemy for Shatty, and that's the 88 rupees and the fact that he's already got a bow and arrow. Always bad news for him.
Yeah, he likes just shooting them off, but he's killing bunnies. I mean, he's got to see, like, he just got like 10, 15 just off that room right there, so he's going to be shooting them left and right now, especially when he gets silvers. There's his heart.
Stole that key he didn't need off the floor. Let's see if we find... Oh, well, compass is up here. That'll help turn us all the way around, I think.
Yeah, all the way at the bottom.
We've been in that room, in fact. I wonder if it's a combat room or if it's a boss.
We're gonna find out right now. Maybe. He did go in that room. I don't know what was in there. Getting that compass too is gonna save him that whole top right piece of level that I don't think he's even went near.
Chet says Gliok.
Oh, it was Gliok. Yeah, yep. He reset it a couple times. Is he just farming money right now?
I believe so, yeah. Maybe he's farming for a fairy drop out of this group. Isn't there some point where it will happen?
Yeah, that could be true. There it is.
We'll find out if it doesn't evade him. Yeah, I think that's what he's after.
That was probably what he was chasing then, yeah. But you were talking about him spinning arrows, and I just see him killing himself, and I didn't think of that. This is kind of a crappy one.
Oh, he got bodied heavily, though. Look at that.
He lost, like, all that health from the fairy.
He farmed all that money trying to get the fairy drop, and then just gets absolutely run over by Gleeok.
He couldn't even, like, get in the room. It's a crappy room to fight Gleeok, and even with a ladder. Worse without. The vanilla skills are coming through, though. Look at that. He does it just like Antlers. He must have watched Antlers' video, or How to Kill Gleeok.
Yeah, that's well done.
I didn't think he was going to get it. I thought he was going to definitely die after taking all those hits when he first walked in. Good job, though. Sub 30 runners be doing sub 30 runner things, I guess.
Alright, well, we have the any key now, so this play into one is interesting. Is it a hint check right here? No.
Another Gleeok.
Well, I don't know what we're looking for if we're not looking for a hint. I mean, we got White Sword and Ladder. Do you forget?
He needs, oh yeah, that's right. It's only a heart in here, which I'm guessing he probably doesn't want. Did he mismark something?
He's got a White Sword, he's got a Ladder. I mean, you said sub 30 runners doing sub 30 things. This ain't a sub 30 runner thing. He figured it out, though. Level 8. Let's see if we want to go dive in that. No. That's recorder blocked. I mean, you know, if silvers are an 8, suddenly the game changes. It looks like it's a little lopsided at the moment, but it could definitely go south for Shatty if that's required.
Yeah. Especially if, like, Shatty starts diving 8 and then that whistle or something comes into play. I think Shatty's kind of running away with this right now, though.
He's going to find 5. If he digs the recorder out, then that's going to eliminate a little bit of the help that Bakuda could have. I will say this, though. If Shatty gets to 5 Triforces,
he's going to go in 9.
Doesn't have silvers, he's going into 9.
Yeah,
100%.
Well, you know what's funny, too? Against the match that he lost against Mako, I gave him so much crap about it. I mean, if anybody doesn't know, me and Shatty talk in Discord every night, and we're always, you know, breaking each other's chops or whatever, but he always gambles on 9. And when he played Mako, he didn't and lost. And I was like, of all the times you gamble on 9, why would you not gamble on 9? and ironically, in that one, gambling on 1 was an even bigger gamble, and it lost him that match. Well, not necessarily that Mako would have lost, necessarily, but the right play would have been to go to 9 instead of 1, where he went to, and ultimately ended up losing that one. So, you would think he would, but not every single time.
He's got the compass, so he's probably going to staircase him a little bit. That is a bomb upgrade. He can't afford it because he knows he's going to burn through his arrows.
I was going to say, 100%. He wants more arrows. That's what it is.
If he had like 220 rupees, I think he buys that, but at 160 going down to just about 60 rupees, no.
I think he wants to kind of know what the item is in 5. 5's small enough where you probably want to at least figure it out and at least get one more check off, you know. He might want to go check that item in 2 also, which is a pretty quick check for him. We'll see if he tries to do that before he goes to 9.
So what are we still missing? Just level 7 and the white... No, we got the white sword item, so level 7 only?
6 is down by the right side Armos screens. In just an open cave. And then, yeah, I don't think we've seen 7. I'm not sure where 8 was.
8 is recorder blocked.
Oh, 8 is recorder. Well, that could... If that's silvers, that could definitely hurt Shatty, but I have a feeling he's going to get the recorder out of here.
What's going to hurt him is... Well, what'll get him a lot of grief from me in post-game is if he goes to 9 gambling and doesn't even bother to grab the book off the coast before it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true too, because he'll at least get hints and stuff in 9 if he grabs the book.
Yeah, Bakuda's trying to get some bombs still. Not had the friendliest of global luck so far, but gets one there. Still just needs to make their way to level 1's location. I think that's probably what's put Shatty the furthest ahead thus far, as Shatty will find the recorder staircase.
And does what I said he was going to do. I figured he would probably dig at least an item out of here. And this 5's not gigantic, so I figured he was going to try and look for it.
Should have burned it.
Any key really coming into play here too. He's just like popping doors left and right. And bow for that matter.
Oh hey, there's the fairy drops.
The Quinceañera he just got. That was all the fairies. The hat trick or whatever that was.
And back into 3. Yeah, this is really setting up for that gamble.
What was I can't remember. Well, he needs a try, right? So
yeah.
he figures coming in here for the try, and I can't remember, like I said, if it was a key block or ladder, or I can't remember what stopped him in here before. I think the bigger gamble will be going into 2 and seeing what was under that one spot he wasn't able to get. I mean, at that point, though, I mean, really, that only if silvers aren't in 9 and you get a hint or you figure it out, you got 6, 7, and 8 left. I mean, so it's like, which one, you know, what play do we make here?
Segment.
Yeah, we saw this before. Yeah, this is where he got key blocked before, I'm pretty sure. There's the dongo in this room. Yeah.
Yeah. Must have been the setup mode when this happened.
Oh, there's a try.
He's doing it.
I was going to say, is he going to jet to 9? Let's see if he makes the shattiest play.
He's fluting somewhere. It better be to a dungeon closer to the coast item.
Oh, he is going to check too. I talked it into fruition.
I mean, I think this is a reasonable play to make, though. You know it's one room.
Yeah, it's only one room. He knows exactly where it is, and it's an easy room at that.
Like, it's different if you're going back to a dungeon where you don't really know whether or not it's going to be useful.
Sure. I'm surprised he didn't dig out 3, though. We didn't see the item in 3, right? Oh, it was bow. Yeah, it was never.
It was bow. But, like, we didn't know, like if we had, like, 20 rooms of this, too, that we didn't know.
Oh, then
this play would be rough. But, like, we know exactly which room it is, so it's like a 90-second check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll be quick for him to just go kill one guy and get out of here.
Yeah. I think he'll have it for sure. It'd be interesting for Bakuda, a little bit less combat, but going to make the same play. Bakuda doesn't know this, but they're rooting for this not to be silvers. Well, that's almost as bad.
Yeah, it's in a weird way. It's kind of good for Bakuda because it'll help his combat and with defense is just staying alive a little bit more. But it'll also help Shatty, which we'll see what happens in 9, I guess.
Yep. Are we going to go the coast? Please go the coast. There we go.
I'm going to go grab his book first, though. Smart.
Yeah. Bakuda's not thrilled with the red ring. Kind of agree. It does help, but we were there earlier. And we died, so it's just like, man, we could have had defense earlier, and we died here.
Something really mean could be like 8 has raft and raft blocks. What are we missing? 7?
7. Yep.
That could be mean.
Yeah, I was thinking about that scenario. It'll be funny if it happens, but first we're going to go to 9 and figure out whether or not we get early hints or items to deter us.
I think Shatty still has a big advantage, though, because even, I mean, my whole thing with, like, I do, you know...
Oh, hit shot.
Oh.
Well, rip the dream. The
Maybe
boomerang's in 7.
Maybe he wasn't saving them for arrows this one time. He was actually just getting by hints.
Alright, one we had already. Thanks, game. Step across the water for silvers. Come on, do it.
No.
Same. We already knew that too.
Just as crappy, but we already knew.
Yeah, the other hint shop is all the way near the coast item he just got. It's again in the forest over there.
Do we have a level over here that he's supposed to enter? Can't remember.
Yeah, he has to go 3 screens down from here, or he's just going to ignore it. I mean...
He's like, that's enough.
The key column is what is stopping Bakuda from just about everything.
Okay.
And not having the money to get said key for a little while also hurt. There's 7.
We're in 9. They find 7 though, yeah.
South Coast for 7.
I think even if Silvers isn't in 9, Shadow doesn't have a lot to check, and I mean, I gamble on 9 a lot, and I feel like it's not the worst play because you're already routing 9, so like even if you have to go back, you kind of have it already done, you know?
Instant staircase will get instant item. No.
Nope. Instant transport.
You better be doing that math work.
Insert the no math joke here.
You better be doing that math work.
Yeah. Well, we can't do the math in this dungeon yet. We need the map. We can't count the rooms at all.
I don't even know if Shady knows how to do math.
I would say where's Also when you need him, but I know he's doing the other restream, so...
There's another staircase.
Yep. Eliminating the staircases by going through them, you take care of 2 ends. Can also burn you if it pushes you away from where the items are. Alright.
Knows where that is now. The book already paid dividends. Definitely not getting mags on 6 arts.
Nope.
God, he's bombing everything because he knows there's a bomb pack sitting right there.
Yeah, probably going to try and work his way up towards Ganon's location. Red candle.
Ooh.
You either hate to see it or love to see it, depending on who you're rooting for. Alright, Bakuda's got the map now for second item silvers, though. Shatty is now way ahead.
Yeah.
I hate to ever call a game completely over, but this is about as close as it's going to get. There's not a lot left that can stop Shatty outside of not maintaining a bomb force or a bomb pack on the floor nearby.
I've seen him get a count a couple times. I think he's capable, so he should be alright. And he has a bomb pack sitting right here on top of it.
Yep, gonna leave it there.
Where was the hint? Northeast?
No, it's up here where he's at.
Oh, northwest.
I think.
I thought it said northeast. Could be wrong.
Oh, he's been in both quadrants, so either Ganon's gonna be up here in like the V.
Moon Risen says northwest, so we're in the right place.
We're gonna get Aurora if we go up, I think. Be to the right. Oh, one more room up. Just keep following it up.
Yep.
I feel like we're really close. Yeah, we can take the bombs here for sure. Should be to the right up here.
It's Zelda. Just kidding.
No. Oh, there's the roar. It's just a...
roar.
Yeah, so to the right here, so in the E, second E. So we're fighting again now. No, down. Wow, that actually surprises me, because I don't think he heard the roar in the other room. The Dodongos probably glitch ward it.
Oh yeah, I never thought of that. I guess yeah, the dongos would make him not be able to hear it.
Bakuda now at level 1 as Shetty takes down Ganon. This was where we needed to be a little bit earlier, I think.
Yeah, Bakuda just had some bad timely deaths and couldn't take advantage of. I mean, Shatty right routed a lot of this, though. I mean, right, so I guess there wasn't a lot he could really do. Nice shoot.
Oh, if only that was what popped. That would have been great.
Maybe you want to see if there's a compass there. I don't know why I killed those couple.
I mean, you gotta throw Shetty a curveball now. That would just be too funny. Yeah, Bakuda has to go kind of up the main column, take the staircase to get the ladder, and then the white sword, I think, is pretty much on the same route towards the Triforce.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time before we get a pop. Yeah, he's probably looking for compass.
The game is just feeding him bombs. Doesn't even have to force one.
Yeah. I'd like to see this map. There's a compass, but not the one Shatty needs.
Yeah, you gotta stop. Well, you gotta start popping through these key doors too.
Yep.
He was hoping that would pop. That did not.
More bombs. It's like every room is bombs.
More key doors.
There it is.
Hey, there it is indeed. In a tea room. And get your G's out for Shetty with the 5638. And I didn't even get swapped over before that. Bakuda said no thank you to the rest of this one, which I don't blame him. It's not like it's a mile away from a finish line. I actually think it's pretty close. It's just this dungeon was where Bakuda could not get to early, and that's inevitably. I feel like that's what was really the big difference.
Yep.
As we are joined by Shetty and soon Bakuda, I think. I see those set up. Yep, both of them at the same time. GG's, both of you.
Oh, GG's.
Bakuda, I could tell you.
What was that noise? That didn't sound good.
I could tell you where you needed to be, but you are where you need to be.
Yeah. So one, I made incredibly poor decisions on this seed. Like for instance, when I got to the end of those stupid any roads, I immediately up Nate and I was like, oh, I should have checked the waterfall cave. Oh well.
Yeah. Yeah, it has it has a white sword, like one room up from where you quit, and then it had a ladder through that transport that you could have gone through there.
Yeah, the moment I up and aid, like 5 minutes in the seed, I killed myself.
The other big item get, I think, was level 4, which I'm not sure if you saw, but that has the any key in it, and that was the other big blocker for you, I think.
Yeah, that was a big blocker. I don't know. I
a lot of
brute
keys.
forced my way through that Gleeok and was like, oh, a Triforce. Okay, let's find one.
Yeah. It did help that Shetty kind of being in this 1 and 2 group and also right ordering everything except going back to 1 with both items and try in hand.
I
basically right ordered everything.
I didn't mark the ladder, and then I walked in there and I'm like, hey, where'd I get that ladder?
Yeah, we were wondering why you went back into 1. We're like, the hell
gotta love those shadow drops.
Yeah, I was like, man, I have a ladder. I just can't remember where I got it. Oh, it's probably here. It was certainly penciled in when I put it back into my tracker.
The reason I didn't continue into 4 is I wanted some arrows, and they were like in the rare shop on the other side of the map.
Yep, Shatty got them pretty early.
Oh my god, I walked to that stupid shop 3 different times. It sucked. So I didn't have enough money when I was there. Then I walked back and got the candle. I walked back and got the arrows. So annoying.
Yeah, once you got the arrows, we were worried you weren't going to be able to afford anything the rest of the seed either.
We
Oh, and that
tried.
Stupid red ring.
Yeah, the red ring being Dig Dog blocked, you both basically walked into that at the same time. I think Bakuda, you had a chance to get the red ring a little earlier, but the Dig Dogger split up and couldn't get them all stun locked, so it didn't work out there.
Well, I forgot to go grab bombs before entering 2 to go and clear that room, and I realized it right as I was entering the room. I was like, "Oh man, I don't have bombs," and that was what led me to buy a blue ring so that I could clear that room, which led me to a red ring, which made me want to go strangle something.
Yeah. Speaking of being very frustrated with the seed at one point, we watched Shatty killing a whole bunch of Poles voice, trying to figure out what he's doing. Dawned on us that it was the fairy that you were trying to get. You walk into the Gleeok room, and what happened?
Oh, that room stinks, man. It's hard to get around them.
I had no.
We got there.
I had no faith in you in that. I thought you were gonna die as soon as you walked in.
Nah.
You got bopped around from as soon as you.
I was
walked
trying
in.
to walk to the side of them, and then I was like, "Well, that room stinks for Gleeok. Never mind, 4 heads. Get out of
Are
here."
you talking about the Triforce room in 4?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
It's just not fair. It's just dumb.
No, that 4-headed Gleeok in an NSU room. No.
Maybe it was 4. I thought it was 5, but yeah, nevertheless, it was. It definitely bodied Shetty. He did pull it off with. I think you got through him finally with 2 hearts left, and managed to get there. But I also had no faith. I was busy laughing.
I
I
just brute forced my way through it with a red ring.
Yeah, I didn't have the ring yet, so
Oh, man.
I was literally gonna give it one shot. I was like, I can come back. I'll go find a letter or a potion or something somewhere. But you gotta try it once, right?
Yeah, and then really,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, really, what ended this definitively, unfortunately, was the fact that Shetty gambled on 9 with I think 3 items technically outstanding, although one of them had to be in outside of 9, and no, actually Red Candle's in there, so yeah, 3 items plus silvers. Could have been 6, 7, 8, or 9. Silvers were in 9. If there were an 8, it would have been a little bit more fun, because I think Bakuda had 8 and also had 7. Actually, you had all the dungeons, didn't you, Bakuda?
I had all the dungeons, and all of the dungeons were either oh, hey, here's a bunch of blue wizrobes, or you need a ladder to go any further than this.
Yeah.
Mostly a lot of keys, so there was a lot of doors too.
There were a lot of keys, yeah.
Yeah, but if recorder was required and the item in 8 happened to be silvers, and you had just kind of gone in there for a quick moment, looked around, and found them, I think that would have given you a chance to catch up to Shetty, because I'm not sure that Shetty goes there first. I don't recall how many dungeons you're missing, Shetty, but I know you're missing 7 and 8.
I saw 6. I had a hint for 7. Boomerang was in 7.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
I was definitely gonna go to 6.
I think we laughed at that hint.
And
Yeah,
then it
Well,
was
we were
just-
busy trying to force the seed to put Raft in 8 to go to 7 to get silvers, and you were going to 9, but the hint ruined our fun time.
Yeah, well, that God, my heart sank when I saw the red candle first in 9. I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm in the wrong spot again. I can't guess right. I was elated when I saw the silver arrows.
I was
so happy.
I was telling Shadowbar how you didn't gamble on 9 the other time, and you gambled on 1, and it didn't pay outright when you played Mako.
Yeah, it's just these flags are brutal. I can't seem to get going on them.
I mean, they seem all nice and happy and shiny on the surface, but they throw some really crazy stuff at you.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I mean, the fast players are going incredibly fast.
Mhm.
We're just trying to keep up, man. Not doing too well.
Definitely.
We're doing our
definitely
best.
One of those fast players.
Well, I'm playing you in the same group, so neither am I. Like, it's crazy. This tournament's gonna be wild. I'm
Yeah,
looking
like,
forward to every
I always
second
come
of it.
into this. Yeah, me too. I always come in here just looking to have some fun. My goal is to always get at least one W, and I achieved that night one. So yeah, I'm good.
And we only have 8 more weeks of Swiss, so we're almost out of this. But
It definitely feels like a little bit of a marathon, but we're getting there. I mean,
yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
only what, like 17 more days until we have escaped Swiss and on to brackets.
I'm
Yeah,
excited for
it's-
brackets. I really am. It's always a lot of fun.
2 more weeks. A lot of these matches will be done tonight, and then there's like a handful left going into the weekend. But a lot of stuff is already getting decided, and people are getting their 3 wins and 4 wins. So we'll see. There's some good ones coming up, though.
I'm just worried. I burned all my run good against Druis. I think I'm probably gonna get smacked around on one of these seeds coming up.
Fury's going to lose to Stags next week, who's been.
Yeah, everyone's getting smacked around. It's crazy.
Hey, I'm okay with losing to Stags. Just don't
Stags-
pair me up.
Yes,
Don't pair me up with Truant and let him beat me. That's all.
No,
I'm
I mean,
asking.
all jokes aside, Equation's a great player, but he got the pair down and beat Equations last night, so that was spoilers, but
Well, that's not the only pair up, pair down where the one that got paired up won, if I remember correctly. I think the other one was an async, but still.
I don't know what the async one was then.
Yeah, I think it was Jess Ice, and I think Jess pulled that one out.
Oh, that's right. Jess did beat us.
Oh.
So.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go watch that one. I know Jess was a little nervous.
It was
cold eye.
async. There was no restream for it. but
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
she was on a boat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
How dare.
Yeah, no kidding.
And Yumi in chat saying he really wants to play Shatty next week because they're both 2-2 now.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Can't wait for that matchup.
GG's why must spoilers. Thanks, Mercs.
Yeah.
No problem.
Thanks, Mercs.
I think why must spoil it saying please keep Shatty away from me.
All right, well, we won't spoil anything else, but I think we have a
Come
whole
on.
bunch still going
Spoil it
on.
all.
For sure.
I want to say...
I'll spoil more. Just stick around for a little bit.
I want to say the Antlers late bit is still going. They're just not fast enough to keep up with Shaddy's time. So I think that one's on. Oh no, that's just starting. It's Opno and Bami that were going at the same time. They also can't keep up with Shaddy. He's just too fast. But Antlers and late bit I think just started, as did Mako. He started on time against Random Effect. So
one.
those two are ongoing. I think that's SpeedGaming 4 and Z1R 2 for those two. And then we got a whole bunch more later on. We got 2 more at 9, 2 more at 11 Eastern. So
You know there's a
Plenty
lot of
match-
there's a lot of matches when it's on Z1R2. It's like that's like the R8, like when there's no channels left. You don't see that one too often.
yeah, it's second day in a row for. I think last night too. I was on there.
Yeah,
Restreaming something.
tonight is like bomb. There's no way they're all getting restreamed, but I think there's going to be a lot.
Yeah, we missed the Yumi one. Gonna miss unfortunately Paratroopa and Yori Fox and Chrono JJ and DM Gaming, but maybe we'll get him around next week. All right,
On that note-
that's. Yeah, I was gonna say that's enough fun for us. I think we spent enough time
Yeah, thanks,
ragging
guys.
on
GG's
ragging
Bakuda.
on
Good luck.
Shatty and
GG's Shaddy. That was thank you for putting me out of my misery. it was a crazy one, but yes, GG's. I look forward to watching how you accomplished it.
yep.
Thank you. Thanks, Fury. Thanks, Mercs. Thanks, MRP, behind the scenes. Appreciate it all. See you next week sometime.
GG's.
Yep. So again, shout out to the trackers behind the scenes. In this case, it's Moonrise and Phoenix, but give a shout out to everybody doing the tracking behind the scenes all night long, as we have at least another 5-6 matches left being restreamed. Thanks again to Mercs for joining me in the booth. Thanks to Bakuda and Shetty, both put on a good show. We got a good chuckle or two in there, and got to see some entertainment, and I'm sure we'll see more from these two in the next 2 weeks of Swiss. But for now, Furious Case signing off. Go find one of the Zelda 1 Randomizer streams, or find something here on Speed Gaming.